Okay, YouTube. Tonight, I am beating Final Fantasy. All I literally have to do at this point is go into the Chaos Shrine, get through the Chaos Shrine, defeat Chaos. The Chaos Shrine.
Huh?
She doesn't say anything else. I know, she doesn't even fucking dance. So you know what I found out about the dancer? In the NES version of the game, she has a name. It's Arleon, and it's not included in any other version of the game. I don't know why that's her name. If you wanted, you could... I mean, here in Cornelia... No, it's nothing. You should make preparations for your journey. Restore the light to the crystals. I guess she might like me, but we don't really know each other. Sarah's thoughts are always with you. Does that mean I have the blessing? Do you think the dancing lady and the chancellor have something going on? He knows a lot about her. Well, we've done it. We've made it to the final dungeon. I mean, it's exactly the first place you go, but you know, that's all right. You focus the light of the 4 shining crystals, earth, wind, fire, water, on the black crystal. I was just trying to say earth, wind, and fire, and then I forgot water was in the mix. So I just fucked that up. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. Just one step forward, and you'll travel back 2,000 years in time. Shine the light of the 4 crystals on the black crystal in the center of the chamber. Doing so will open a time portal to this shrine as it existed 2,000 years ago. So when you're in Lufenia, they tell you that they sent warriors to look into this. 5 warriors. These are the 5 warriors. The light of the 4 we've been seeking all of this time. That light will open the time portal. The portal will transport you 2,000 years into the past to the beginning of the time loop. Dude, they're like lore dumpers. The one distorting the beautiful light of the crystals is the one we've been looking for all along. The true root of all evil lies just ahead. The curse of the fiends changed us into this form and prevented us from speaking. The light of the crystals has enabled us to speak again. I'm so glad. We are sky people. We came to the shrine in our attempt to locate the source of the world's ruin. That was 400 years ago, and that's how you're supposed to know what's going on. Normally they do just say kiki anytime you say anything before this moment. The fun fact bats, I'll take them over pretty much anything else. Anyways, I'm just fighting this purple worm. Who up fighting the worm? Me. Yo, I didn't even know I was a professional lute player like this. Garland must be jealous. For some reason, I don't know why, the monk in this version gives me Dragon Quest vibes. It's probably the hair. In the original, for some reason, the monk kind of looks like Kevin Sorbo a little bit. Like most random person to look like, but the hair is very much Kevin Sorbo's. He's Kevin Sorbo, but with integrity. I just noticed the monk is wearing a crop top. Yeah, he is. He's a baddie. How many ogres have I beat? 86. 40 piss demons. 57 hill gigases. The swamps must be so quiet now. Sad cat howdy. So many ogres and piss demons lost their lives to my crew here. Hopefully they can all hang out in the ogre casino in the sky. Basically, before you go fight Chaos, they make you re-fight the 4 elemental fiends again. And this is something that they recreate again in FF9. Basically, you go through that and you have to fight all of them before you get to the final boss of that game. And it's like, you know, it's a really cool reference, especially since that's like an ode to everything that came before it. What's up, Lich? A very soft mage. A mage that's too soft to live. Oh, what the fuck was that? He's done like no damage this whole time, and now he's suddenly like, here, I have spells. 14 hits. There's a lot of lava worms in here. It's probably kind of hard to get around. I like to think that whoever came up with the concept of the random encounter was like, well, if you have all these monsters in a dungeon and you can physically encounter them for as frequently as you are in these games, there's no way that we could physically fit them into a hallway. So we have to like make the screen go into a different situation. Oh my God, I didn't equip the Excalibur? Well, there she is. Hello. This is my favorite of all of them. I just think she's neat. I was born in the year of the snake, actually. You know, it all kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, I'd be curious the correlation of people who are born in year of the snake and being weirdly curious and snake ladies. It's not a conversation I get to have too often. So if you were born in 1989 or any of the other years of the snake and you think lamias are hot, let me know. Yeah, it's not a conversation I get to have too often. It's a privilege to be here on Twitch with that. You were born year of the dog. Well, so you know, maybe watch, I don't know. I don't know why snakes are different, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't want to kill you, snake lady. Does Merilith have a visible butt crack? Well, she doesn't turn around, so we can't tell. But, you know, the FF4 snake ladies do. And, you know, it's one thing I really appreciate about you, AV, is that you too know about the butt crack lamias. They are so important. How do we lore explain the butt crack? I have some time to think about that one, Austin. I think we all do. What is this? Okay. I guess it's just some kind of fucking decoration that chaos. I mean, he had 2,000 years to do whatever the fuck he wanted with this place, so I guess I can't judge him. I relate to this one. There's too many monsters on this screen. They're probably like, I just wanted to go to the bathroom. What the fuck are all of you guys coming here with me? Why is there such a long line for the bathroom? There wasn't an event going on. That's a good question. And also, isn't it funny the bathroom door is just right up there? You guys see it? It's in the background of the screen. We're just consistently fighting these battles right outside that door. I wonder if maybe like it was intended that these said something and they just never added anything. 94? You hit 20 times for 94 damage? Come on. He's kind of like, I thought you guys killed me the last time. Why am I still here? And why are my tentacles all slimy? I don't know, man. He's a monster so powerful even Zeus was afraid of him. This guy? With the cape? Yay, we did it! Kraken equals Ultros's daddy. Tag yourself. I'm the top left. I really like their smile. I just think they have a really sweet smile. Your bottom right? Ooh, yeah, he looks like he just did something funny. Mid right, just judging the other heads. Who put me with these jokers? Where's the I'm just happy to be here head? I think that's maybe top left. Just like me. The one that's under the top left looks like he farted and he knows that nobody else has smelled it yet, but when they do, they're going to be pissed off. Tiamat in Stranger in Paradise is a wood for me. Like, I don't know, that one might make me convert to being a dragon effer, you know? Let's go! Banger of dragons. Puts Lamia race in my games. Got it. You have to. I feel like there's not enough Lamias in games anymore. And I don't know why that is. I don't know. Snake ladies just make the game feel more whimsical. I want the main character of Final Fantasy XVII to be a Lamia. Petition for Square to let me play as a Lamia and also smooch one? Yes. The last romance novel I read may have included aliens that looked a lot like them. Can you link me that? We were talking earlier about trying to do an all-white mage run, but I'm here for a fun time, not for a long time, right? Like, you know? What? Wait, I already did this fight. What the fuck? It's every time you go over the time. There was a Saturday morning cartoon that Astos was in. He doesn't look anything like the Astos we know. It was called Captain N, the Game Master. And that was a like Nintendo Power cartoon show, essentially. And I just like completely got thrown back to being a child because I forgot that it existed at all. And now I want to watch it. But apparently the dark elf in this game, Astos, is in that. That's one of the representations of Final Fantasy they showed.
The light crystal would do the trick. Whoever looks through it can see people for who they really are. Only trouble is, some guy named Wheat Toast stole it from me years ago. Wheat Toast?
Where have I heard that before? Wheat toast? Sweet toast? Wait a minute. She means Astos. Astos has the light crystal.
Okay, third time's a charm, I guess. We are on the final floor. We're gonna confront chaos somehow. The design of this floor isn't super obvious, but it is a giant star. So like all of these pillars, the outline is a star. Whatever relevance you want from that, I'm sure there's a meaning. I don't know what it is though. Yo, look at these statues, dude. Wait a second, I never noticed these before. My man got a statue of all of his homies in his room here. Yeah, he loves his friends. He does. Do you remember me? I was once known as a knight of Cornelia. 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you didn't defeat me then. But the four great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once here, I sent the four fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the four great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. Dude, I hardly remember yesterday, so is that a bragging point? I don't think so. Oh no, he's got a talking crotch. But I'll be reborn here again. Dude, why did they have to animate his crotch mouth moving? Why is it like that? So even as you die again and again, I shall return, born again into this endless circle that I have created. It's called a cloaca? Damn it. Okay, true. I know it's coming out of his belly, but is that a pangus? That is a pangus. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. Tag yourself, I'm the left knee. His peanuts. There's a lot to unpack. Like, they actively decided to give him a head. That's just a choice design. That's all. That's all I'm saying. At least the elbows and nipples don't have faces, I guess. I feel like I would flirt with this knee. Why? Which one, left or right? I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum. Each knee has a story to tell. Yep. So do you think like Amano was like, this is perfect, but I needed a face on that dick? Like, who do you think made that artistic choice? Because I think that's one of the things that keeps me up at night sometimes, believe it or not. Do you think each face has its own consciousness? Yes, definitely. Oh, so the monster design director for FF1 PSP was Tetsuya Nomura? Was it really? Was it? Or are you memeing? I think Chaos always has a dick face. There's not any belts, that's true. That's a good point, Foresight. You're looking at the credits on Moby Games? Yeah, I'm gonna design a monster so gnarly he's gonna have a dick face. Tetsuya Nomura on a deadline, probably. In Final Fantasy, a dragon's head emerges from his stomach, but in Dissidia, this has been changed to a loincloth depicting a dragon held with another monster's face buckle. I would just love to just spend a day in Nomura's brain to know what's going on, what he does with his downtime. I imagine the inside of his brain probably looks a lot like Chaos, but with more leather and buckles. Hey, you're the face cock guy. That was a great design, man. Yeah, we were talking about that by the water cooler, dude. Where'd that come from? Nomura's not as much of a writer. That's a pretty big thing. So Nomura definitely works in the writing room, but Nojima is usually the person who writes the things that people hate. Folks have posited an interesting theory that Chaos Fight actually gets harder with each port and iteration of FF1. I argue that could potentially be true, but I feel like the Pixel Remaster was a little bit easier. We've defeated Chaos. We've done it. Final Fantasy moment. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. Those trees always look really nice. That's just something I appreciate. It's just the nice little trees. The light of the 4 crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. Yeah, the little Bob Ross trees. Are these trees in Dissidia? Yeah. They're a super boss in Dissidia. Definitely. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath, but magnified by the 4 forces meant to guide our world. That trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. I don't want to picture giving birth to those. The wording on that is giving me a little too much of an image in my head. Monsters ran rampant and the world sank into darkness. But all that is now past. With the 4 forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah would want to doink them. Oh, Queen Jane and even Garland himself await, yes. Yeah, but which one does Princess Sarah have a crush on? It's gotta be Zoc. Zoc has game. When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? None can say. Definitely not Lucan. The princess is into snake ladies too. Oh, 100%. You can't escape it. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever, but the bravery of the 4 young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. None will ever recall the struggle the 4 endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. This is a, oh my gosh, it never existed. But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds live on. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. Zoc, I will never just be a memory. Those are the only words he's ever said. And now their return is upon us. I've never been so ready for them to just return. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true, I'm reading too fast, the true crystals reside in your heart. So the real Final Fantasy was the friends you made along the way. For you are the warrior who crossed time. Warriors. It's not just one. Warriors. You are the bringer of light. We did it. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out while I did this again. Look at that cool sword. Okay, so you know how I keep saying, like, oh, they don't know where they are or where they came from. It's because they just go right back outside of Corneria. They're just stuck in that cycle forever, being the light that the world needs. And honestly, that's kind of a cruel destiny. And that's why I recommend playing Stranger in Paradise. Well, it's the Final Fantasy, so I guess there's no more fantasies to be had, huh? Except there's a lot more. I don't know much about Sonic, but if somebody told me that Tetsuya Nomura designed Shadow the Hedgehog, I would be like slightly inclined to believe it. Snake Lady just means good. Rotten Hell means that it sucks. A and B are just kind of middle points at this point. So yeah, obviously Merilith goes into Snake Lady tier because she's literally a snake lady. She's like the first one in the entire series. And I actually really prefer overall her, like the PSP Merilith design versus the other ones. I propose Merilith to be the mother of all Lamias. Without a Chaos tier, where will Chaos and his peen go? Oh, we'll just make this the Chaos tier, I guess. I mean, Chaos goes in Chaos tier. Okay, for me, Chaos is, you know, he's just an okay final boss. I think eventually I'll do like a final boss tier list. He's not difficult. It's just annoying that nothing else has as much NP throughout the entire game. Like, I would have to look and see what everybody else's MP, but or HP. I don't think anybody else comes nearly as close as that. I don't even think Warmech is. Does anybody know the HP on that one? Warmech is 2,000? Yeah, that's wild to me. It's a good start. Don't know why the design has the penis face. Well, we brought up Warmech. I'm gonna put Warmech in Chaos tier as well because we got a theme going on here. And all the times that I have played FF1, Warmech has never shown up for me. This little fucking asshole. All of these times. I just want it to happen. We got the airship. It's the first airship in the series. Airships are an iconic part of the series, so yes, it's A for airship. Haha. You know, I don't think it's an S tier thing. I made the choice to go to the ice cavern, get the lava stone, and get the airship before going to the water shrine and also Mount Golg, which I feel like kind of might be the way I always play this game from now on because, I don't know, I like the flow of that a lot better. It's funny that this song is playing. I'm gonna put Astos in Chaos tier as well because as a community we decided the headcanon was that Astos put everything in every chest in the game and he's an asshole. We'll see him again. Astos doesn't stop showing up. I just put my generic NES versions of our characters. I'm gonna rank each of my characters. The GOAT, 100% Snake Lady tier is my Riz Master, Zoc. Unfortunately, you guys couldn't see Zoc most of the time because he was parked behind my head. He's a little bit shy, but I swear when he talks, he's smooth. What's one of the most iconic things in the series is the Black Mage. Like, everybody recognizes the Black Mage. Even my kids are like, oh, that's Vivi. I'm not sure I'll ever play the game again with the monk because the damage rolls were really kind of chaotic. You noticing the trend here? I love monks. It's one of my favorite classes overall in most of these games. You're gonna see when I play FF2, I like to punch everything. I did not, both times I picked monks when I played PSP the past like month or so. Both times. And he wasn't reliable. I can't say Rotten Hell because sometimes he would pull a pretty high damage roll, but like, you can't hit 20 times and only do 69 damage. That's just, come on, man. If your problems can't be solved with punching, are they even problems? Probably not. Okay, Warrior is A tier. I always enjoy having Warrior. That's just kind of basic bitch though, you know? It's safe. They get swords. They're hunks. That's really it. I don't know. There's not much to say. Actually, I just feel maybe he's a B tier. I hate that I talked about him a little bit and I was like, yeah, he's safe. He's reliable. But like, it's not really anything to write home about. In that case, though, I'll put the white mage in A tier. Ruby was named after my daughter, so I can't put that anywhere else. Also, I like always having a white mage. I'm a baby. Snake Lady tier, Matoya's brooms, 100%. I love them. I wish I could be this broom. That's what I wanna evolve into in my next form, either a frog or one of Matoya's brooms. To stick in line with what B tier has turned into is just safe canoe. I like the animation. I don't know why this is what I put for canoe. I thought it was funny looking. This is the dancer that lives in Cornelia. I don't know what happened when I played it last month that made it so that she never gave me help. That had to be a bug. I don't know what it is. But also, she only helps you for a little while. She doesn't help you the entire game. And she never fucking dances. Listen, she's not a dancer. She just says she dances. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. I think that she's just like in cahoots with the ogres or something, and she tells me where to go and tells the ogres where to go so that they can beat my ass. That's really it. So she can rot in hell because of what she did when I played it before, and she didn't tell me anything. She just said the same thing. While we're in Rotten Hell tier, the hallway of the Hillgygus, or Giants as it's called in the NES version, I made a mistake. I made a wrong turn. I probably would have beat the game last stream if I didn't walk down this damn hallway. And I didn't feel like I encountered any other hallway like this in the entire game. So I just ask the people who developed this game, what the fuck? What were you thinking? Why did you do this? Why didn't you do it in other spots? And everybody who hates on the encounter rates of FF2, have you not walked down this hallway? I just have to know. Earth Medusa, who technically lives in Tiamat's floating castle by the Lufenians. She's got snake hair, so she's Snake Lady tier. I just think it's funny. She's an Earth Medusa, but she was like, I'm gonna go to the sky. This, you can't see it very well, but this is the fairy that gives you the Oxyale, which allows you to breathe underwater. She's, B tier. In the original, she is the Oxyale, by the way. She's not getting you magic stuff at the bottom. She just is. You get the fairy, and I guess she grants you power. It's a little weird that that guy stole her and was in the middle of a desert trying to sell only her. I also remember that I bought specific potions I wanted to use in the final battle and I didn't use them. But I wonder what was going on there. That's a little weird. I'm glad we rescued her. Yeah, Underhill does belong in Rotten Hell tier. It's a little strange. This is probably not as visible, but we got the NPC that lives in Melmond that says, I'm just a farmer. My dude is Snake Lady tier. He's not a snake lady, but I know that man likes snake ladies. You can't argue that. He's just great. Okay, mermaids. Yo, they got their titties out, so they're snake ladies by honor. I feel like they would be besties with snake ladies, so they go in the snake lady tier. I don't know what I'm gonna do once there's not any snake ladies in the games anymore. FF7, FF8. They come back in 9, but it's a different energy. Those are a different kind of diva. Okay, Lucan can rot in hell. I don't know. I just don't like him. I'm sorry. I don't have an explanation for this. I just don't trust him. I feel like he has cult energy. There's just something. I feel like all the other guys do all the work and he just wears a different outfit, so everyone thinks that he's better than the other guys. And I feel like if you got him out of the room, everybody else, all of the other old dudes would just be like, fuck that guy. All right, Garland, chaos. Obviously. I mean, the story wouldn't happen without him, so, but he turns into chaos. It all makes sense. He's kind of a pushover, though, when you fight him the first time. There's no frogs in Final Fantasy 1. FF14 kind of like adds Dreads the Pirogo, which is an incredible little frog wizard monster thing that hangs around Matoya along with the brooms. This green guy, originally, before I went down that hallway, I thought was, you know, kind of like a hotter version of Shrek, but he can rot in hell. He can rot in hell with his hallway there, and Lucan and Arleon. I had to add Jack into the mix. Listen, I know that I put Garland and Chaos at Chaos tier, but I'm actually gonna put Jack Garland at Snake Lady tier because I 100% believe that he would be very into Snake Ladies as well. And listen, do I think that Auser, my monk, wouldn't be into Snake Ladies? Sure. Yeah, I don't know that he would respect or be reliable enough to honor being in their presence, so... I know, right? Says I actually really like this song, but yes, this is the song that plays in 10-2 while you try to matchmake monkeys to mate with each other. It's like a monkey dating service. It's it's very weird. Ogres. Honestly, ogres are the most reliant thing in all of this world. I fought 86 ogres. The only place I didn't see an ogre was the final dungeon, which is honestly kind of weird to me. I really thought maybe we'd see one ogre. I do think that the ogres would respect Snake Ladies as well, and the white mage and the fairy, but my tiers are more so chaotic in the sense that Snake Lady tier also just means I think they're great. it's a little bit biased. Lich, I feel like he wants to rot in hell. I don't really have much to say on him. I just feel like that's accurate. He's okay with this. He's like, okay, yeah, I'll rot in hell. See you later. And I feel like he'd get along with everybody else that's in that tier too, so it just kind of works. The Lufenians. The picture's not good. For some reason, I couldn't find a good picture. I had to take a screenshot. It's weird. I think they're a little bit culty. They're a little culty. I almost put them in B, but then I remembered, and maybe this is a bias because I played Stranger in Paradise, but yeah, I think that's kind of shaped how I feel about them. They're a little sus. And they also kind of show that having a utopia isn't always the answer. I'm jack-pilled, shaking my damn head. Yes, I am. Minotaur. Of course they would respect Snake Ladies. And maybe me. But I'm not into that. I just think that the Minotaur looks cool. That's it. I don't really have much to say. Okay, Matoya was probably a Snake Lady before she got old and learned how to give herself legs because she decided that she doesn't need anybody else except for the brooms. She's just cool. She's chill. I love her. Also, Matoya gets referenced a lot in the series and I think people miss it. There's a really cool reference in Tactics if you uncover it. Apparently one of the combinations of paradigms in FF13, I forget which one it is, in Spanish refers to Matoya. Hold on, now I want to look it up. It's Ravager, Synergist. And it's called Malevolence in English, but it's called Hermandad Matoya, meaning Matoya's sisterhood. Isn't that badass? I love it. Piss demons. Chaos. I don't know what's going on in this world, but I think that chaos isn't even as much of a problem as the piss demons are. They also weren't in the final dungeon, but they were in every dungeon for some reason. So I mean, good for them, I guess. They spread easily, I guess. The Gooch. I don't even have to explain myself here. I think you all agree. I'm not even gonna elaborate. Tiamat. I like Tiamat. I don't think Tiamat would like Snake Ladies. I think Tiamat would probably eat a Snake Lady. So I'm gonna put her there in A. Also, I'm putting a lot in Snake Lady tiers, so I just feel like it's fair to put her there. What if Merilith is Tiamat's wife, though? I'd like that. Titan's butt. A tier. A tier. It doesn't feel right to put Titan's rock hard ass right next to the Gooch. I don't know. It just feels like a crime. The migraine trolls, I'm gonna put them in rotten hell because I want to put them out of their misery. They look like they just want a little bit of peace and quiet. I feel so bad. Then we got Uematsu. Again, kings. Absolutely. Vampire. He's pretty consistent. A little bit of a pushover though. He's not hot enough for a vampire. He's a little bit on the like OG Nosferatu vibe. Yeah, the troll was trying to live his best life. It's true. It's Princess Sarah. She gives us a loot. We save her. She has a crush on us for some reason, and I feel like that just ends up being unrequited because they're in a time loop. Honestly, it's pretty considerate to put the Lich in hell. I agree. Like I said, I think he'd want to be there. That's a good spot. Kraken, for this one, we're gonna give him Chaos because he's probably the hardest one out of the 4 to fight. But like this design, he looks in pain. We observed all of the different artist renditions of him. Only the PSP version gave him the goop on his tentacles. Yeah, that was a little weird. Why did they do that? Clay golems, I'm gonna put them next because like these are the same thing almost. I mean, Titan definitely is a better ass, but I don't know. I think they're a cool design. They were pretty easy to fight though. Oh, rotten hell. These horses, they kept killing Zoc. You don't kill my boy like that. This is me. I've told you guys this, so I'm just gonna put myself next to Merilith. I am Snake Lady tier. That's me. I'm just the big eyes. The Goblin, it's the constant and reliable of the entire Final Fantasy series. There's a goblin. There's always a goblin. Except 8, huh? I don't think there is one in 8. Huh. I wonder why that is. Weird. Please don't eat me. The booger. I'm gonna put that there. The green boogers were fine, but you run into some questionable looking boogers later on, and they're a little more annoying. I love these. They're called Death Knights, and they're ladies, and they're badass, and I love them. And yes, she probably would love a snake lady, but the snake lady tier is full. This mummy seems pretty chill. I don't know where to put the mummy. I just think he doesn't have this pose in the other ones. He just seems cool. He looks like a nice guy. Like I'd hang out. I'd have a beer with that mummy. I don't know why. The worm is snake lady tier. Yeah, but what is the substance coming out of its mouth? I'm gonna put it in Chaos tier. Yes, I should probably put the worm in Snake Lady tier, but I like that it doesn't make sense to some of you. I like to fuck with you. The worm actually, though, if you remove the face, it reminds me of like, do you guys remember in The Lion King? When during like the segment where Simba meets Timon and Pumbaa and they're talking about eating bugs, if you remove the face, it reminds me of that. It's like a danger gummy worm a little bit. This is my tier list. I really enjoyed replaying Final Fantasy 1 on the PSP. I have to like it if I played it that many times in a row and want to play it again with my child. So thank you. Thank you for joining me through this journey. I'll be playing FF2 on Fridays. I'm looking forward to starting up on that. I guess this is where I normally would say like, comment, subscribe for YouTube. I suck at that, so thanks.